Continuing our Team Lotus series. So we've arrived in Japan for the Suzuka Grand Prix. So we've already done practice and we're about to jump into qualifying. I hope everyone's doing well. And it's a very hot one where I am today, but it's going to be wet in Japan by the looks of it. So yeah, ready to jump into qualifying on the intermediates, both drivers. So that's a telltale that it's going to be wet. In terms of practice, we've got the driver preparation pretty nailed on for Daniel Ricciardo. So he's coming in with high confidence. And Mick, we didn't quite finish his driver setup, so that's why he's at medium. But hopefully by the time we finish this qualifying session, he will be high confidence as well. Hopefully. That is the hope. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. But I think without delay, we can just jump straight into this quali session. So let's jump in to qualifying in Suzuka. I think we'll send them out straight away, to be fair. As Daniel Ricciardo goes out, while I do that, let's just have a little... So... yeah, track details. So it is expected to dry out in about 10 minutes time. So maybe we'll just send them out for one lap. And then we shall get them back in and wait for the track to dry out a bit. But we unfortunately haven't got any new upgrades on the car for this one. We did have, well, I tell a lie, Mick Schumacher has. He's got a new underfloor. That's the underfloor that Danny Rick ran in Australia. So Daniel Ricciardo had the underfloor and the front wing for Melbourne. Mick Schumacher only had the front wing. So now they've both got the upgrades on, but that's not enough to bring us off the foot of the grid, unfortunately. But we have got 4 other designs underway, and I'm hoping that once they are done, we will be in a lot better position. Essie, hello, how are you doing? Let me just pause for 1 second, because my chat is not showing correctly here. Bear with me. Let me just throw that over there. Put that over there. There we go. We should be good to go. Sorry about that, guys. Right. Good to hear. Yes, I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. Just a bit hot today. Hot and sweaty. Let's change that view as well over to that. Right, so let's have a look what we're doing in this first sector in Suzuka. So Daniel Ricciardo set a 34.2. Mick's gone quicker. A lot quicker. A couple of tenths quicker. Mick Schumacher then. He hasn't beat Daniel Ricciardo in qualifying yet. It's 3-0 to Danny Rick. So, yeah, let's see if he can out-qualify him here in Suzuka. Let's wait and see this second sector time come in. As I say, I'm probably expecting us to qualify in 21st and 22nd again, which is frustrating, but let's say this one is a long journey. Stick with it. We will get there. 39.8, second sector, 39.5. So Mick Schumacher is having a lovely time in these damp conditions. Daniel Ricciardo, not so much. As we come across the line then, Danny Rick sets a 1:35.4. We're expecting Mick to beat this. He does by second. I don't quite know what's happened to Ricciardo there.
Understood.
Danish, do you only stream or do you have a job? If you have a job, yeah, unfortunately I don't just stream. That would be nice, but no, I do have a job. Basically sales. Devilish world of sales is where I'm at. Right, so yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened to Ricciardo there. I'm just gonna, now the track is drying. Right, let's just get them on softs ready to go. I just want to have a look. I'm just going to wait until it's going to be completely dry, so I don't see the point of going out whilst it's still damp, if you see where I'm coming from. Very cool. Yes, not too bad. It's not too bad. Right. So now it is completely dry. I know I'm triple checking this, so it should stay dry now for the rest of the session. So I'm just going to go out last minute for one run. And say, unfortunately, we are expecting to finish 21st and 22nd, but you never know. That is the whole... why is it not letting Denny Eric go out here? Oh, is this glitched? Because it's not letting me send Daniel Ricciardo out. Oh, this is frustrating. Come on. Come on, game. Let him out. Alright. Right, that's better. I don't know why that wasn't letting me get Daniel Ricciardo out. It obviously glitched there for a second. Right, let's forward on. Let's get on to the hot lap with Mick. Nearly there. Past 130R. Let's get this underway then. So we should be setting green sectors, really, because that first time was set on inters, and we're now on some nice soft tyres. So let's see what we can do. We need to find a good chunk of time, but as I say, we don't actually know where our pace is because we haven't set a time on the dry compound tyres as yet. So it should definitely be green, as I say. What do you think about Carlos going to Williams? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what else could he have done, really? Unfortunately, he didn't have much choice, did he? I think at the end of the day, because yeah, I don't think he could get a top drive at Mercedes, Red Bull, obviously Ferrari taken, McLaren taken, so it's kind of Williams or Alpine, really. It sounded like Audi didn't want to go there, so yeah, I think he didn't have much choice in the end, really, with that. So Mick has done a 32.8 in that first sector. Danny Rick a 32.6, so a tenth or two up there for Daniel Ricciardo. As Mick sets his second sector time of 38.3, so we've got a little while until Daniel Ricciardo goes through that second sector. So yeah, 38.3. As Mick is now finishing his time, he doesn't do enough to go up the grid, unfortunately. As expected, what can Daniel Ricciardo do? Can we get off the foot of the grid here? Can we get off 22nd place? Looks like he is going to out-qualify Mick again for the fourth time in a row. But can he do any better? Can we jump Gasly? Daniel Ricciardo then across the line. No. Oh dear, this car. We've got some work to do with this car, but we knew that. But 400s off Gasly. I don't know if Gasly is improving or if he's in an in-lap. He's in an in-lap. So, yeah, we were... yeah, 300s off getting past Gasly. Still 9/10 getting off Q2. So, yeah, that's where we've been. Ryan, is this Lotus? It is Lotus. Yes, indeed. This is our Lotus team. Right, let's forward on. So, as expected, at the back again, unfortunately. So, 21st for Daniel Ricciardo, 22nd Mick Schumacher, 4-0 to Daniel Ricciardo in qualifying. And we are getting closer. That's actually insane. I'm also doing a Lotus career with Rick and Mick Schumacher. I said Michael Schumacher. Mick Schumacher. Halfway through the first season, no points yet. Oh, nice. So, we've got an exact copy of this one, yeah. Yeah, it's tough going. It's definitely tough going. It's all going to work out in the end. I'm confident. So, right, let's skip to Q3 and see who's on pole. So, Max Verstappen, I think that is his third pole in 4 races. 1-2 for Red Bull, so they're looking pretty good round here. Carlos Sainz third, Norris fourth, Charles Leclerc is in 5th, Oscar Piastri 6th, George Russell 7th, Lance Stroll 8th, Lewis Hamilton 9th, and Fernando Alonso rounds out the top 10. I spent an hour making a Lotus badge. Oh yeah, tell me about it. It took me a while. Mine's nothing special, but does the job. Right, we have got rain in this race. Right, let's... Ooh, so it's... This is interesting. It's saying inters, wet inters. Right, let's... Yeah, so it's saying it's going to get significantly heavy in that proportion of the race. I just don't like the sound of... Let's delete that. We go standard there. Yeah, because we want to... Basically, what my thinking here is we're getting heavier rain around lap 24. So I don't want to go on a strategy where here we're having to box because then we're in between. So I think if we just go standard, if it does get really heavy, then we can put the full wets on. If it's not too bad, then we can try and stretch it out through to here for these inters. So I think we're going to go for that. I'm going to do the same on mix side. We're just going to have to monitor the weather really in this one. And Mick has got his driver confidence up to high. So as I say, that's what we were thinking that was going to happen. So yeah, he has got there in the end. But Danish, what do you think of Carlos going to Williams? Sorry, I didn't ask you, but yeah, for me, he kind of didn't have any other choice there. So I think it's a good signing for Williams there, if you put it that side of things. I think Carlos obviously didn't have too much choice if he wanted to stay on the grid, but for Williams, that's a really good signing for them. Certainly a big upgrade on Logan Sargent. Sorry if there's any Logan Sargent fans. Levi, thanks for the follow. Right, so we're going to go for this strategy. As I say, it looks like we might have to bolt on some full wets though, around half distance, but we will wait and see, and we can certainly mix the strategy up. Let's jump in then with us going on a 2-stop full inters for this Japanese Grand Prix in Suzuka.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance.
What can we do then? We're expected to finish last. It's rainy. Can we get some safety cars, red flags, some drama? 5 lights are on. They're held for quite a while. Max Verstappen gets away. It's quite a slow getaway from everyone, but we are away nonetheless. And Mick Schumacher's wanting to jump Danny Rick off the start here. Let's just not smash into each other, boys, here. Come on. We do not want to be... Oh, God, it's nerve-wracking, isn't it, when it's your own 2 drivers. Keep it clean. We don't really want to be doing this first lap, boys. Ricardo is a bit upset that Mick Schumacher's got him off the line, but that'll do. That's the right thing to do. Just get back in line, Danny Rick. It's always a worry when your 2 drivers start to fight. But Verstappen got away well by the looks of it, and Sainz has jumped Perez though. Right, so... Yeah, so where's this rain expected to fall again? It's lap 24, isn't it? So we don't want to burn these tyres out. We need to keep them in good condition. And yeah, let's see. Hopefully the rain mixes it up a bit when that full rain comes. So we'll have a decision to make there. Do we box? Probably what I'll do, to be fair, if it is going to just last for those few laps, we'll probably split it. We'll box one and stick with the inters, and the other will go full wets. Because either way, we should come out good with one of them at least. As I say, we're at the back of the field, so we've not got much to lose. Might as well push on the fuel because it's a wet race, so we're not going to be using much fuel.
Yep, understood.
What do we think of Spa at the weekend? That was kind of... I thought it was a bit lackluster in the end. I don't know if it's because they shortened that DRS, but yeah. Wasn't the best of races, and yeah, unlucky for George. He did make that strategy work, so it's a bit guttering for him. Not that I'm a George fan, but still, I think that was a great race for him. Rules are rules, unfortunately. Look, we just have not got the pace in this car, have we? We are 2 seconds off after 2 laps, which, yeah, just isn't great for us. What's going on up front? It's a lot more interesting at the front, though. I was going to say a DRS train, but ooh, hello.
Let's take a look at
Correa, who has an incident every race on our series, it seems. How significant is this lockup?
And there goes the steering. Well, the track's condition is making things an awful lot
not bad at all. He didn't really lose any time, really. Right, so Max is leading. We are falling off probably about a second a lap at the moment. The AI will be pushing on their tyres, of course, as you can see. So they're on attack. And we're just on standard. But as I say, that's because I don't want to overdo it when we've got this full rain coming in about lap 24. And the track is already at 2.44 millimeters, so it's not going to take a lot for that to go to full wets. So I think we just forward on for a little bit, because there's not much happening here. We'll just monitor that gap. We might be able to attack on the tyres in a little while, but we'll just wait and see. I want to see when these start to come off. So, yeah, they're still pushing their tyres. 5 to 6% margin in it at the moment. And unfortunately, we've got no Formula 1 now for 4 weeks. Oh, what a stratosphere that is. That's just going to be a long old wait. It's nice when you get those back-to-backers, isn't it? It's lovely, but yeah, 4-week break is going to be a bit of a challenge to get through. So Mick Schumacher still 4 seconds off. Have they stopped? No, they're still pushing on these inters. Are they just attacking full for that whole stint, or most of the stint? I'm just cautious. I'm just cautious that I don't want to burn these tyres up, and then we're having to pit like 2-3 laps before the heavy rain, because then we're just... yeah, no man's land, basically. Yeah, it's about 9%. Let's see if that stays the same. Hopefully, they've stopped attacking now on those. We're already in no man's land. Yeah, well, that is true. That is true. Oh, hello, though. Hello, well, that's an overtake. What are you complaining about? It's Correa again. He loves a spin.
Well, things are okay at this stage. And round they go.
Juan Manuel Correa.
Started, they were pretty powerless to
a spinneroonie. Oh, God. That was...
and you can just feel the frustration.
Yeah, that was avoiding action, really, with that. There you go. No longer in no man's land. Look at the pace. We've pulled 4 seconds on Correa. What are we talking about? This Lotus is incredible. The speed in it. What's that done to Correa's tyres? Oh, God, nasty. He's lost about 10% on those. He's probably around this mark. Well, where's his teammate, actually? Yeah, although he might be a bit better on his tyres, but he's lost about 10% on his tyres there, so that is nasty for Correa. It's very nice for us. And with that, it looks like it slowed the pack up, because we're now just 1.2 behind Zhou. Obviously, there's no DRS because the weather. But we've got 8% tyre life on them. So actually, Correa's done us a favour, not just handing us a position, but holding the pack up a bit, just so we could get a little bit closer. As I say, we probably haven't got the pace still, but you never know. So it's lap 24 that we're really looking out for, isn't it? Start to balance on this fuel, because we don't really want to be negative, but we'll get that back very quickly.
Understood.
So Verstappen still leads out front. He's got a 2-second gap on Sainz. So Verstappen's having a nice time out front. And then, yeah, pretty close between Sainz, Perez, Norris, Charles Leclerc. And then Piastri is falling a couple of seconds back. And then there's a big gap back to Stroll. So the top 6 pulling away. Verstappen by himself pulling away. Right, let's just manage that gap then. I say it's really just managing at the moment, so not too exciting, but hopefully we get a few more errors from the AI. That would be very nice indeed. But if you're jumping into the stream, no matter the platform, please do support the channel. If you can like the video, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. As we hit lap 8 now. Let's say lap 24, that's what we're looking out for here for heavy rain. Still sitting around this sort of 2.5 mark in terms of the level of water on track. All right, Mick. Mick is close to Joe here. Shall we have a go? Let's have a go here. Let's deploy. Let's deploy Mick. Motocross and MTB, thanks for the follow. Oh, Sonoda's ran wide. Hold on though, we've got more significant things happening here. Because Mick Schumacher is going for a whopping 20th place. Come on, Mick, just a little bit more. Yes, boy. Mick Schumacher. BG, thanks for the follow. As Mick Schumacher, I said 20th. I was doing a disrespect there to Mick. That's 19th.
Here's the
that is 19th, not 20th.
Right, we're taking the second corner. Can they squeeze by?
There we go. Lovely move from Mick Schumacher. It's all part of the plan, waiting for Carrera to make an error. Right, let's go back to neutral. Now we'll keep him on aggressive for now. Where's Ricciardo in all of this? Right, what's tyres saying? So we've still got a nice little advantage. Ricciardo 80%, Mick Schumacher 78%. We give Ricciardo a little push. Let's do it. Let's do it. Mick has done it. Now it's your turn, Danny Rick. Let's see what you've got. He's 1.8 seconds back, though. Doesn't seem to have as much pace as Mick around here. There we go. We're a nice little toe there, so I'm just going to go back to standard. Want to have some tyre life to play with, really. Ricardo 1.7. He's not really making an impact on that, is he? Carrera is... he's gaining a little bit on Ricardo, but his tyres, as I say, he's probably not able to push really on those tyres. As Mick is, as I say, getting a lovely toe. Are we thinking about another move here on Pierre Gasly? No, a bit too far behind this time. But I wonder if these are conserving a bit of tyre life now, the AI. As Mick is suddenly got the bit between his teeth. Christian, thanks for the follow. Yeah, we'd like to get Daniel Ricciardo up there a little bit, but he's getting a little bit closer to Joe.
Yeah, copy.
But Mick, I don't really need to push the fuel because we've got a tow here, so... We had a little look, had a little think about it, didn't you, Mick? Let's keep it on the road, that's all we need. Don't need any silly errors in this race. Go on. Go on, Mick. Oh, God. Oh, Mick on the outside. Can he hold on to it out there? Oh, this guy's going to squeeze him out. No, Mick's hanging on in there. Now it's just a drag race down to 130R. Come on, Mick. We've got this. You got this. Yes. Gasly's not prepared to stick his nose down in there. And Mick is up to 18th.
Let's see what happened there. And it was Mick Schumacher involved.
Look at this, on board.
They decide to give it a go.
Actually, the move was done a lot earlier than that. It was bold from Mick. Very bold indeed. We're into a whopping 18th. Jason Jackson, thanks for subscribing. Much appreciated. Right. Well, Mick Schumacher is actually fighting, isn't he? What's Ricciardo saying? Right, Ricciardo's closer here on Joe. Team Lotus coming alive. Ooh, Joe shuts the door. Ricardo having another think about it. Don't want to lose too much tyre life though. I'm going to put Danny Rick down to aggressive. Right. Mick is 1.1 off hour. Let's use a bit of fuel. Cam Ricardo, we were still using the battery, weren't we, on Schumacher? Let's give Danny Rick some deployment. Well, I tell you what, although this car is last on the grid, we've got 4 designs in the work, and trust me, that's going to make a big difference. But it's nice to see us actually battling, having some racing here.
Okay.
That's what we want to see, even though it is for 18th to 21st, but we're still racing, we're still fighting. Gasly's half a second off Mick Schumacher, so he's going to be fighting us back for that. But I want to just stay on board with Danny Rick here. See if we can get Joe gaining. Is he going to have a go through 130R? Oh, it's already done. Job done. Oh, Danny Rick, that's sloppy. That's schoolboy error, that is. He got too big for his boots there, Danny Rick. He thought the job was done. Right, we've got to go again now. I think he's too far back now. Come on, Ricardo. Joe is fighting this well, and Ricardo's struggling, isn't he, to get past him? Mick hasn't really got the pace to gain on Albon. It looks like Gasly is still staying around half a second.
Understood.
So yeah, we're wanting some more drama, some more errors in the field in front of us. Correa's still 4.5 seconds off. I think he probably is managing those tyres. But again, if we can not finish last, that is always a benefit. Right, I'm just going to pause and save very quickly because this is still a relatively new game and there are bugs and there are crashes. Although I've been quite good with avoiding them, but just best to save just in case so we don't lose those first 13 laps. Yeah, so Schumacher's 1.6, but he's still got tyre. He's got good tyre margin. Very good tyre margin. So I feel we're playing this well. Telling the drivers not to panic. Conserve tyres. Daniel Ricciardo really needs to get this job done though. Right, he's going to try the same again here. Don't let him back in this time. Close the door. No, Daniel Ricciardo.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
I think you can. I do think you can, Daniel.
Okay, understood. Yep, understood.
I don't know why we've gone to Formula E here. That's random. But yeah, Daniel Ricciardo really struggling to get that move done, isn't he? I think we're going to have to do a bit of topping up now as well. So that's a shame. Should have got that done. Should have got that done. That's going to cost us now. We'll just try and top up a bit. Still is pushing on the tyres. What should we do with Mick here? To attack with Mick. Let's have a little bit of an attack with Mick. Let's just monitor the gaps. Let's see what's going on. Gasly's got past us, so that attacking's done absolutely nothing for us, isn't it? Pierre Gasly. He has been gaining on us ever so slightly. Come on, Mick. Don't give it up. Joe's kind of gaining on us. We're we've been overtaken by Gasly, but we're both gaining on Albon. And Albon's not too far off Sargent, so I don't know, is 16th on the cards here for us, potentially? Ricardo's just not really doing anything now. He's 3 seconds off Joe. He's really lost his way there, hasn't he? What's his driver confidence? Medium. What's still medium for Mick as well, though, so... yeah. Just not working for Ricardo. At all. And Correa is now 1.2 seconds off Ricardo, so... he's having a nightmare, actually, to be fair. Let's jump back with Mick. Still got a tyre advantage on these guys, so we can keep pushing for a little while. Yeah, I think we're just looking now to get to lap 24, aren't we? Mick Schumacher's falling off a bit now of Gasly. Albon's past Sargent. Just monitoring these gaps. We're sitting about a second behind Gasly. Zhou is about 1.8 behind us. Danny Rick, yes, all kind of as you were at the moment. I do want to stop leaning on these tyres so heavily, but is that just going to put us in the clutches of Zhou, who's 2 seconds behind? Let's see what our pace is like now we do this. Not too bad. We're still hanging on to Gasly. This tyre life saying, yeah, I've got 7% margin. So we're getting very close again to Gasly. We're going to have another go on Pier here. Struggling with the rears is Mick. Tyre wear is balanced across all. Bit of overheating on the rear right. Nothing too bad though. Nothing too bad, Mick. Calm yourself down. You got this. Ricardo's kind of built that gap back up to Correa, but he's not really getting to Zhou, although he did drop 3 seconds to Zhou and now he's back. I wonder if the AI just went through a push phase there, because Gasly got past us and was kind of pushing away, and it's all kind of settled back down again. That rain is lap 24, isn't it? Where we're expecting it? Lap 21? Yeah, 22. Lap 22. Although we haven't... I don't even know if we've got a weather centre, have we? Maybe a level 1. At best, we've got a level 1 weather centre, so how accurate that is actually going to be, I don't know. The water level on track is actually dropping at the moment. So, kind of wait to see if that increases. What is it saying? How many laps is that? That's kind of lap 22 until lap 30, so it's 8 laps. Depends how heavy it is, how much it goes over 4, and whether it's worth just taking a bit of pain on the inters for a little while. Have to see when we get there. What are we saying then? So we've got 50%, so we've got... yeah, we haven't got as much margin, have we? So I think we'll just drop down to standard for a bit on Mick. Last lap, 144.9, so that's quite slow actually from Mick, that last lap. Ricardo's 144.5, so yeah, is Mick now starting to drop off a bit? Ricardo is slowly kind of gaining. I'll go back neutral on the battery for...
but to be honest, when I push, I can feel it start to wear.
Danny Rick getting a bit of wear as well now, so that's because they're getting close to 50%. What's Correa saying on his tyres now? Ooh, Correa. So Correa's going to have to pit soon, isn't he? Correa Correa is definitely going to have to pit soon. I'll go back to neutral with Danny Rick on the battery as well. Verstappen still leads. Got an almighty 6-second gap now on Sainz. Apple Juice, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. So yeah, 6-second gap from Verstappen onto Sainz. Perez is 1.1 back. And then Norris and then Charles is starting to fall away as well. So yeah, I'm just interested to see this rain and what Correa's going to do, because Correa's probably got about 2 laps left in those. Well, he's probably not pushing on them, so... Ooh, yellow flag. Hello. Not our drivers, is it? That was only briefly, so I think it's just someone gone wide. Yeah, Magnussen's probably not going to be anything major.
If we watch Magnussen, and wide they go, leaving the racing line. That won't do the floor of the car.
Well, I don't know if that's wide. To be fair, looks like a corner cut from Magnussen. Track limits. Come on. 5-second pen for Magnussen. Billy, not last. We're not last. We're far from it in a whopping 19th and 21st. But, that's good. What's actually good is we are actually racing these cars as well. Which, although it is for 19th and 20th, that is still a lot better than the first race. So these first 2 upgrades we got on the car, definitely working indeed. But yeah, we're now starting to fall behind on Gasly. Zhou is about 1.2 back. Ricciardo has gained again on Zhou. Let's use some deployment now and get this move done.
Okay, understood.
Because at least we can put 2 cars, well, a car, a teammate between ourselves and Zhou. I would take 19th and 20th. I know that doesn't sound very ambitious, but that would be quite a nice win for us. Right, we have got pit stops. We've got Perez and Hamilton in. No, Hamilton. Oh, Perez is out then, is he? He's gone full wet. He's gone for it. And so is Hamilton. We can see him there. Right, they've gone full wet. And they've gone... Yeah, they've gone for it now quite early. I think that's too early. But they've gone full wet, both Perez and Hamilton. Have a look at their lap times. Magnussen's in as well now, so a few of them are going for full wet. Can Ricciardo do anything here? No. Not really looking like it, is it? I think we box Mick for wets this lap. And I think we just risk Ricciardo going a little bit longer. What do we think? I think wets for this heavy spell. And Ricciardo's just kind of... We might as well mix it up a bit because how far off the pace we are.
Copy. Box the stuff.
Because these are all going on wets. Yeah, everyone who's pitted, sorry, has come back out on wets, haven't they? Gasly, oh, we got a yellow flag. Is it us? What's happening? We're safe. Oh, God.
Understood.
Still a yellow flag. What's happening here? Who is it?
We've had a crash on
Ocon. Esteban.
Now we're watching Esteban Ocon here.
What's happened to the Alpine man? Soon to be Haas man.
Clearly unable to take evasive action. And they'll have to pick themselves up.
Loses the back end. Clips the wall. I don't think he's out. I think he's got back going again, hasn't he? He has. His tyres are absolutely shot, so he's probably going to pit as well. Yeah, so everyone's come out on wets. Right, I just want to have a look. So Perez, he's out on wets, and he's... Oh, that's an out lap, though, so that's not really going to be too... We need to see the next lap, really. I'm still going to pit Mick now. But I'm going to risk it with Ricciardo and stay out. So it's changed to full wet now. Did these wet runners go 1 lap too early? We'll soon tell by Zhou. Has he got better pace in those wets? Is he going to jump us and undercut on those wets? Ricciardo, we're just going to push through this. We may be miles off the pace by the end of this, but we may as well mix it up a bit. This rain's not going to last for too long. Will we lose over 20 seconds, though, by doing this with Ricciardo? Who knows? Right, Mick is in. Come on. We need a good stop from our Team Lotus crew. Boys and girls at Lotus, come on. So Ricciardo and Stroll, the only drivers to stay out, it looks like. Come on, team. Nice stop here. 2.9, we're being held. We got held for the Williams. Joe is miles past us, isn't he? Oh, that's a nightmare. We got held for so long. Who was it for? Albon. Oh, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare, that is. Oh, well, that has put all that good work to a sudden end, isn't it? Even Correa is like 1.1 seconds off us. Mick may as well push on these wets, because this wet weather, yeah, is only going to last till lap 28. So we've got like 6 laps of this. So we might as well just absolutely rinse these wet weather tyres. Stroll pits now.
Roger.
Right, what can Ricciardo do? In 14th. Schumacher's going to be under threat here now by Correa. This has absolutely gone awfully wrong. I don't know if that... I think it was being held up because we're only... Well, we're about 3 seconds off, but it seemed like we sat there for a good 2-3 seconds. I think there's a bit of both. The undercut from Joe, wet tyres working, and, yeah, being held in our pit box didn't help. And it looks like Correa is going to get us any moment now as well. Ricciardo's got Bottas all over him. Bottas is past us. He's on the full wets. Yeah, the whole grid now on the full wets.
Yep. This is my pace.
But as we see a replay of that, as I say, nothing we can do
now
here.
Look, here we head into turn 2.
Not the greatest of cameras for the replay, but Bottas obviously on wets. They've got much better grip than us. Still out on our inters. An easy stuff for Valtteri. I'm just thinking here, if the whole grid have got to pit again for inters, Ricciardo's on a net pit stop with everyone, so it doesn't really matter that he's losing this time because, yeah, this could work. Although he's losing quite significant time, to be fair. What are the lap times? Let's have a look. Lap history. So Ricciardo, lap 21, just did a 152. Oh, that's Ocon's out lap. Let's see someone who's not on an out lap. Magnussen on wets, 146. 6 seconds a lap. Yeah, take it back. It may not work. So he's losing 6 seconds a lap potentially here. So Ocon is going to be with us very shortly. I think he's arrived. There's Esteban. What was our... Where were we meant to pit here? Okay, that hasn't worked, but we can go standard on the next stint. Then after Ocon, we've got Gasly. So yeah, all of these cars are probably going to get us, to be fair. Probably got another 4 laps of wet, maybe 6 laps if the track doesn't dry quick enough. But Daniel Ricciardo may as well take this pain now. We're committed to it. At least he can hold these guys up. And Mick Schumacher can join the fight. Because he's now going to back this whole pack up. 2 Alpines. Albon will be straight on him. Then Joe. Then we've got Sargent and Mick. Ocon makes the move now, so we need to get that done because they're losing so much time stuck behind us.
Okay. Alrighty.
Right, here we go. Now Joe is there. Gonna try and hold them up for another couple of corners. This will be very nice indeed for Mick. I'm going to come in for fresh inders. I'm committing to the strategy. Look at this. They're not going to go 3 wide through 130R. That's going to end in tears. There's Sargent. There's Mick. We've bunched them up lovely here. Right, we're going to go for some fresh inters.
Daniel pit lane.
And so I don't think this is going to work now because we're not really going to be gaining pace on them. We're going to end up more than a pit stop behind. So that's not really worked, but it's worth the gamble. We've got to try these things, especially when we're at the back. We may as well split the strategy. Mick, so I don't really know what we can achieve with Mick here. As I say, we've just bunched that pack up from Ocon. God, Ocon pulled 6 seconds there. So Ricardo's back out. We'll just run him on standard, but that's not really going to go anywhere for him, unfortunately. So it's all about Mick now. And what we can do with him. And it's the timing of this next stop, really. Good thing for us here is the Williams can't double stack.
Okay, understood.
We might be able to gain a position that way. And the rain is still coming down, isn't it? We're 0.5 off. Just going to be a bit of a train here at the moment, so... Oh, Mick. I wasn't expecting moves, Mick. Calm yourself down. Oh, Mick's not having none of that just sitting behind. He's passed Alex Albon.
But this is what happened. Let's have a look at the action. It's all at the final corner.
Look at this. The two Williams bunched up.
For them.
Opens door. Mick says, yes, please. Thank you very much.
And moves up a place into 19th.
And Mick's back into 19th. Ricardo is just, yeah, his race is gone. What can we do with Mick, though? Let's give him a bit of deployment. Let's try and get a bit of a gap to Albon. So we're halfway through this one. Yeah, it's just not worked for Daniel Ricciardo, is it? This is just not going to let up, so... yeah, that's an absolute nightmare for Daniel Ricciardo, isn't it? I mean, the problem is we're boxed for wets now, and it's just going to dry out, so we've committed to it now. It's the wrong call. It looked like it might have worked for a moment, but yeah, the track is just not going to get back to inters anytime soon. So, yeah, Daniel Ricciardo is going to finish dead last, so it's all about Mick Schumacher now in this one. What can we achieve with him? Go to top up that a little bit more now. So we've got some gaps forming here. Correa's past Albon. He's about, well, he's gaining on us. And we've got a yellow flag. Ocon's had another spin. He's there at the side of the track. He's already crashed once, says Esteban. There we go. He spun and he's just sitting there. So does this mean we're going to get past Esteban here? We are. He's still just sitting at the side of the track. He's being lapped now as well. What's he going to pull out in front of a Ferrari? No. He's finally... Is he? He's finally back on. That took an age for him. Well, that's lovely. Mix up to 18th. That's what we need. A few more errors from drivers ahead of us. Correa's 4 seconds back from us now. What's the track? Still, it's dropping now. The rain has let up, so it's starting to drop. Let's say, may as well forward on. There's not too much going on here. Though I say that, while we just took like 2 seconds out of Mick Schumacher, he was lapped. I think he was lapped. Was he lapped? Yes, by Perez, I think. I think Perez lapping him has cost him a good few seconds there, a good couple of seconds. So we're now right on, well, I wouldn't say right on the gearbox, but we haven't got DRS, but we're within that DRS zone of under 1 second suddenly. But we are just trying to top up the battery, getting out of the way there. That's nicely done. Will Sargent have to get out of the way in a more tricky place? That would be nice for us. I think Correa's got to get out of the way for Landa. Oh, no! It's Mick! Get on the track! Mick, get on the track! Mick, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, no.
So annoying.
Now we should be able to take a look.
It is annoying. Why don't you just
look
get
at
back
how
on the
wet
track?
asphalt is.
What is this? He suddenly
And
turned into
there's the
farming
lookup.
simulator.
It took a gamble,
Look,
and it was
turn
just
back
too
now,
late.
Mick. Now. Oh, God. Oh, well, we laughed at Ocon, and, yeah. Did we see him
Now
cutting
we're
the
at
grass
turn
here?
11 now.
Yeah, here we go. Look at
There's
this.
the opening.
I mean, yeah, I get there he couldn't pulled on, but earlier on in that stint, there wasn't a car there, and, oh, no, that is depressing. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. Back to 21st and 22nd. Oh, Mick Schumacher. We were attacking the tyres, and they were getting hot, to be fair. We could have leaned off them. Atty, hi. How's it going? Oh, yeah, we could have leaned off the tyres, but we wanted to push. Oh, that is depressing, isn't it? That is depressing. Ricardo's only 41 seconds off the pace, though. What's wrong with Ricardo? Well, we kept Ricardo on inters whilst it's a wet race at the moment. So, yeah, Ricardo's race has been pitched up by us on pit wall, really, there. So it's not his fault. We tried something, but it didn't work.
Okay, understood.
MasterCard Lotus F1 team. Ah, well, I don't know. I don't know if this Lotus team will last in F1 much longer with Mick's antics there. That was going so well. Say so well. It was only 18th, but that's good for Mick Schumacher in this team. And yeah, but his confidence is just shot to bits as well. And what's Ricardo's medium? Well, there we go. It's now dropping. Do we pit? I'm going to pit. We may as well try something else now. All else has been lost. Renault engine. Nico, thanks for the follow. Renault engine. Yes, it is indeed. We are running the Renault engine in the Lotus. Of course, we had to do that. Right, track's changed to damp. I don't think anyone's actually pitting though. They're waiting a little while longer. We've got to pit and try and find 3 seconds. Get to Ocon, who's going to be quicker than us. So really, we're trying to find 6 to get back up to Albon and Correa. So I don't think it's quite going to happen. But let's see. Let's see what we can do.
Good entry.
No wonder you are last with the Renault engine here. Doesn't help. Doesn't help. Doesn't help having that in the back. Right, let's hope for a good pit stop at least. Come on. I can't believe that. Jan, hi. How's it going? Hope you're well. Okay, come on. 2.9. It's not the best, but there's no mistakes in there. I think we just push. I think we attack again. Although his confidence so low, he's prone to make another mistake. Oh, God. Is that Sonoda lapping us in P11? It is. Half the grid has now lapped us. Daniel, Mr. Cheese Note race with you, Kevin and Joe. Yeah, been a while. Now my team is Volvo MasterCard. Oh, got a Volvo, have we? Lovely jubbly. I'm doing great, thanks. How are you? Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Very well indeed. Right. We're going to attack. The tyre temps are fine at the moment, but we'll see. No one else is pitted. So if you're jumping into the stream, whether you're on Twitch, TikTok or YouTube, all your appreciation for the comments. As I was just wondering what was going on there, but that's fine. Yeah, appreciate all the comments. And if you like the content, please do like the video. And yeah, give me a follow or subscribe on whatever platform you're watching. We stream this series every Tuesday and Friday from 7:15 BST. So we'll be back again Friday after this race. And we have got some good designs coming, so we won't be at the back for much longer. We'll at least be able to challenge those Saubers and Haas's soon. Although Haas and Sauber are having quite a good race here. They're 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th, so it's Williams that have been struggling more recently in our series. What's the name of your team? We are Team Lotus. So we are a classic F1 team back from the past. Right, no one else is pitting, so yeah. Mick Schumacher is 25. Is he gaining on these? Let's just... Right, it's 24.9. We are gaining. Now they're starting to pit. It's only Magnussen pitting at the moment, though. This might work. This might be working. Right, hold on. So we did a 23.2 in that final sector. 23.2. Yeah, we went 3 tenths quicker in the final sector. So these inters are now the optimal tyre, but the grid are not pitting. You just dropped down to aggressive. No one else is coming into the pits. Problem is, we're gaining on Tsunoda here. I don't know if we can unlap ourselves. I know you can obviously in real life, but I don't know how the game will take to that. We're not actually gaining that significantly, but we are... AI just aren't pitting. Which, if that carries on, would be very nice indeed. Yanni, thanks for the follow. That livery looks sick. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. What's mixed confidence looking like? Still very low. Ricardo's is high. Don't know why. Ricardo's nowhere to be seen, but fair enough. Are we getting held up a bit by Tsunoda? I don't know if we are. We're now within 19 seconds of Ocon, though. Why is no one... So Magnussen surely is looking good here, isn't he? Oh no, he's spot us is 20 seconds off Hulkenberg, though. Maybe not. Oh, this is frustrating. Can we unlap ourselves, please? Is that available? Because this is just not going to work if not. Oh, come on, Tsunoda. Need to unlap ourselves here because this is going to cost us. Oh, no. Tsunoda, just let us by, Tsunoda. We're not in each other's race. This is frustrating now because we're not gaining any time now. So we're stuck behind an RB who's lapped us, but we're quicker because we're on the inters, he's on the wets. I'm going to give him some deployment and just see if we can, as we head to 130R, if we've got pace, whether we'll unlap ourselves. What are your thoughts on Perez staying at Red Bull and Sainz to Williams? Red Bull and Perez makes sense because although he's not doing a great job, I just think a mid-season swap wouldn't really work. I think he's definitely going to be out of the car at the end of the season, but I don't think they would have got the best out of any driver if they swapped them mid-season, to be fair. Can we try and unlap ourselves? It's just not going to go for it, is he? I can never remember unlapping myself on F1 Manager 23 either, so is this just not allowed in the game? Lewis, thanks for the follow. Oh, that's frustrating, isn't it? It's losing us so much time. We might as well go on standard for a moment. Yeah, so Perez, yeah. I mean, I don't think Daniel Ricciardo deserved the seat, but I think if they're going to swap half race through the season, it would have made sense for him to go in just because he's more experienced, but only giving him 6 months and then giving someone else a go. But yeah, I think they may as well just stick with Perez, end of the season, then they're going to swap. Sainz to Williams, as I say, I just think that from his perspective, Sainz didn't really have much choice. No, Ferrari obviously have kicked him to the curb. Mercedes look like they're going to go for Kimi Antonelli, or they're trying to pucker up Max Verstappen. Red Bull, clearly there's not going to be a seat for him there. And yeah, so there's no other top teams he can go for. Aston's obviously got their driver lineup. Audi, it was said that, you know, they didn't want him, or that broke down. So I think Sainz was kind of left with perhaps Haas, Williams, or Alpine. So for me, I would go for Williams out of those. So I think he didn't have much choice in the end. But for Williams, from their perspective, I think it's a great little signing for them. You know, if they can, probably not next year, but 2026, if Merc produce a good engine and yeah, they can get a good car underneath them, I think they'll have a very strong driver lineup. Sargent won't be at Williams next year. He's not at Williams next year, Daniel. He's gone. He's gone, mate. He is gone. It's Alex Albon and Carlos Sainz next year. Right, so we have got 16 laps to go. They're still staying out on these wets. They are going to pit now, though. Why are they not pitting? Is this glitched out? Are people going to get punctures soon? It's going to get heavier again. Surely they're not waiting for that, though, because... Oh, please get heavier now and go on to some more wets. That would be nice. And McLaren got to be odds on to win the Constructors now with Perez staying. Yeah, I said a few races ago, probably 5-6 races ago, that I think I can't see Red Bull winning the Constructors. I think Max will still win the Drivers. Yeah, but Red Bull... I don't think they can win the Constructors. And it's not even McLaren, you know. Ferrari, although it was more early season form from Ferrari. But Mercedes are there as well. So they've all got 2 cars fighting apart from Red Bull. Have to go. See you Friday, mate. Love from Belgium. Oh, thanks, Yanni. Have a great night, buddy. Thanks for the support. So yeah, I can't see Red Bull winning the Constructors. Right, it's changed back to wet. How long is this going to last? 4 laps. But they can't stay out on these wets, surely. Oh, please just get punctures everywhere and then go back on wets. Right, we've got to stay out on these inters. We're going to start losing time, but... We're going to start losing time, but... So we're 19.4 behind Ocon. Let's just see what that goes to. Oh my god. Yeah, it's going up quite a bit. Actually, it's not going up too significantly, but how long is this going to last? I can't believe these are not getting punctures at all. They can't be pushing on those tyres at all. Yeah, we're starting to lose time now, though. They're just going to see this through, and then they're going to go on fresh inters, aren't they? How are their tyres surviving this? Someone's got to get a puncture here. We're still staying about 19-20 seconds. That's because they'll be on the lowest setting. They'll be on conserve. Yellow flag. Has someone got a puncture? Come on. Albon, he's going backwards. No, Russell's locked up. What's going on?
Look at that. It was George Russell involved. Nothing at this point.
So George is going to have a...
Struggling with the car.
Oh, he nearly collected the Aston on the way through.
Here today.
That was brown pants time for George. Has Albon got a puncture? He hasn't. What is George's tyres saying now? 27%. They're just... Sargent's at 20%. Come on. One of these has got to get a puncture. Because as soon as we get to lap 43, 42, 43, they're all going to jump in for their inters. That's what they're doing. They're stretching this out. Oh, we need them in now. It's not going to happen, is it? Yeah, we're out. We're 25 seconds behind now, so getting too wet for us. Oh, frustrating. How are they not getting punctures? If this was me, I would have got a puncture at 30%. 20. As soon as that goes to 30 or 29, puncture. AI are impenetrable to punctures by the looks of it. Yeah, we're 30 seconds behind. It's gone. Because they are... As soon as this drops, they're coming in... Oh, Sargent's got a puncture. Sargent's got a puncture. I just saw it go to 0%. Yes! Come on! There we go. Rear rider's given out. Lovely. Right, that's one of them. He was on about 17% though. I don't think anyone was that low, were they? No. Correa and Albon. It'd be nice if they'd get one as well. He's so close to the pit though. That's annoying. Love how he's trying to get back on the racing line. He's holding up... Ah, that's Sonoda actually. Holding on Ocon now. 27 seconds, come on. Oh! It can't still be 29 behind. 24, 20... Oh, is he still gonna... Are we gonna jump him in this pit? Hamilton's in as well. So the next lap, they're all going to be in for inters, I think.
Good, it's okay.
Sargent's going to be out in front of us. Perez has got a puncture. Oh, I think Sargent's coming out in front of us. Perez has a puncture now as well. Oh, there's Mick. He's not going to do it. Oh, dear. Season 2 top 3 team. It's too easy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if we'll be top 3 with this team, but we'll see. Commentator's curse. Yeah, worse. They all have fresh. Yours are worn. You have no chance. Yeah, it's over. It's over for us. We're hoping for them to stay out a little bit longer. We wanted that rain a little bit longer. Some more punctures would have been nice.
Okay, understood.
Herrera's got a puncture though. And he's got a long way home, hasn't he? Albon's got a puncture. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Let's get Correa and Albon at least. Albon puncture. We don't need to see the replay. We're on board. And he's still got this whole straight to go. So this has happened earlier for these guys. Any more punches? I don't know why they didn't put earlier. Come on, we're 18. They're still a long way back though, aren't we? 23. Oh, that's terrible. Being held up. What are we? 21, 24. We're still about 30 seconds behind Albon, so I don't even think we can jump Albon. What about Correa? 18, 20. It's going to be close with Correa, although he's going to have fresh tyres and be very quick.
Now, down to the pits. There's been a hold-up.
Russell's had a pit stop issue, but he's not in a race. Norris, I don't know why these lot are staying out. Bizarre. Right, Albon is in and out. Oh, it's going to be closer than it was with Sargent. Go on, Mick. It's not going to last very long, but we have made it past Alex Albon, and that also means we're past Correa. Daniel Ricciardo just toddling along nicely. Right. Look how quick he is already. He's just going to annihilate us on those tyres. Alright, let's just push. Let's push. User 57 many numbers, thanks for the follow. Leon Behrman and Kimi, absolute OP drive for my team career. Nice. Yeah, I didn't go for Behrman or Kimi Antonelli or Lawson. I thought a lot of people will go for those, so try to mix it up a bit. All right, we've got 10 seconds on Carrera. As long as we don't finish last here, that's fine. I don't really think we can battle Albon here, because his tyres are 35% fresher than ours. Bijeo, probably butchered that, but thanks for the follow. We're still keeping Albon behind for now, so I don't think it will last much longer. I just want to finish ahead of Carrera so we don't finish dead last with both drivers. So I'm not actually bothered about this fight now with Alex with 10 laps to go. It's really not going to matter because he's got the grip. Here he goes. Although we're shutting the door on him, he's going to have to work for it, Alex. You're going to have to work for it. Right, let's forward on. I think Alex is going to get us. So, as I say, I just want to stay ahead of Carrera. He's still 10 seconds behind us as Carrera. Surely we can hold him off for another 8 laps. I don't think his pace is going to be that significant, is it? We just needed that heavy... Well, not that heavy rain, but we needed them to get those punctures a little bit earlier and for it to dry out a little bit quicker. As Albon finally gets past us, as I say, we're totally expecting this. His tyres are much fresher than ours. There we go. Helicam down into the first corner. Finally gets it done. A lot later than he would have wanted, though. Right, we've got 10 seconds on Carrera. Unless there's going to be any other drama here, there's not going to be too much more that happens across this one. Mick, I don't really want to cause him to have an issue. He's gaining on us now, though, quite significantly. It's down to 5.5 seconds. We had a yellow flag momentarily. Russell's locked up again.
Let's take a look at the replay. It's obviously quite wet out there.
He's having a nightmare of a race, isn't he?
And the car fails to respond. And he can't afford to
dear
do
George.
something.
Yeah, George Russell's out of the points in 11th. And he's not going to get back in the points either. Right, so 5.5 to Carrera. He's definitely having a go. Ah, he's not having a go anymore.
Right then, we can take a look.
Not having a go anymore. Lucky
ahead.
Carrera. That's giving us the breathing space we wanted.
The brakes
Oh, same as George lap before.
And they'll need to be mindful of the effect
And
that
Carrera's
had on
locked
the
up.
tyres.
And gives Mick Schumacher the breathing space we needed to bring it home in an almighty 20th. He's obviously got some floor damage or something there as well as Carrera. So we can just drop everything down now. And relax a little bit. We can relax. Unless there's going to be any other drama across these last 4 laps. A red flag would be nice with 4 laps to go, wouldn't it? I don't think it's going to happen, though. So 4 laps to go in this one. Rare's still having a bit of a push, though, isn't he? I'm just going to monitor that gap. 5 points. Now under 5 seconds. Tell you what, Mick can attack. Just don't want to take anything for granted here. We want to bring it home in 20th. Rare is 2 seconds. What's Carrera doing? He's gone mad. Rare is properly pushing. Or is that because we had to get out of the way for lapped cars? Oh no, I thought this was going to be comfortable. What is going on? Oh my god, look at his tyre advantage as well. Oh no, this is not looking good.
Okay.
Red, don't do this to us. Please.
Okay, understood.
Hmm. 1.4. He's got to get out of the way for this Ferrari though. That's nice. We will have to as well. Oh, that's dropped him back a couple of seconds. Oh, we've got a little while until he gets past us. I want to get out of the way on the straight really, Mick. Not there. Now. That's it. That's it. Oh no, he's slowed very much there. Oh, Mick. Why did you slow so much? Don't let him have it. Squeeze him out. Oh, Mick, squeeze him. No, Mick. Oh, well. It just goes from bad to worse, doesn't it? Go on, Mick, don't give it up. I don't know why he let off so much, letting Carlos through. Oh, it was Charles, actually. And that's going to be it. That is going to be it, because our tyres are shot. And we've got to get out of the way now for Perez. Oh, dear. Well, that has been a mixed-up race, isn't it? Without a battery now as well. Correa, even with all of that, those tyres just so much quicker than us. Well, we are going to finish dead last, it looks like. At least we had some action, that's the main thing. Our tyres are now going to dip beyond 30% as well. Watch us get a puncture straight away, unlike the AI. I think we will finish on the lead lap, though, because we're lapped, so we will finish now. As Max Verstappen has won.
The finish line,
yet again, Max wins. Lando Norris looks like he's going to come home in second with the fastest lap. And then Carlos Sainz is going to be third. And then Mick Schumacher, after all that, we're as high as the lofty heights of 17th or 18th at one point in this race. We are unfortunately going to come home where the car is currently. And Mick Schumacher comes home in 21st. And Daniel Ricciardo tried something different with his strategy. It's worth a go. Because if it paid off, he might have gained a position or two. But obviously didn't pay off. So Daniel Ricciardo is going to come home right at the end of the field in 22nd of 22nd. And we've had a wet race all the way through, and it looks like the rain has now stopped. So has the race. So Max wins, and Team Lotus finished last. Well, Alonso just steals the fastest lap there off Lando as well.
That's Oscar Piastri.
Right, so there we have it. As we said, Max Verstappen wins. Lando Norris second. He's up 2. Carlos Sainz finishes third. Charles Leclerc is 4th. Sergio Perez down 3. Typical Sergio. He finishes 5th. Oscar Piastri 6th. Lewis Hamilton is in 7th. And then we've got Lance Stroll in 8th. Fernando Alonso in 9th. And Yuki Tsunoda, who keeps scoring points for the RB in this series, is in 10th. And another point for him. And as we saw, George Russell having quite a few issues, so he finishes out of the points. Other than that, no real surprises. But unfortunately, Mick Schumacher looked good for a minute there, didn't it? For, as I say, we were in 18th, sort of halfway through. I thought at least we were going to hold on to 20th, but it didn't quite work. But we have got those upgrades coming soon, so I'm hoping that's going to be enough to start fighting with Williams, Sauber and Haas. Although, as I say, the Haas and Saubers looked a lot quicker around Suzuka than they have the other tracks. Drivers' Championship then, Max Verstappen still leads the way on 88 points. Carlos Sainz in 2nd, Lando Norris 3rd, Oscar Piastri 4th, Charles Leclerc in 5th, Sergio Perez 6th, George Russell 7th, Fernando Alonso is 8th, Lance Stroll 9th, and Hamilton up 1 to 10th. So no changes in that top 9 at all. Hamilton now in the top 10. Ati, bye. Thanks for the support. Have a good evening. And yeah, no, apart from, well, after Lewis Hamilton, we've got Yuki Tsunoda, who's now got 11 points in 11th. Hamex44, thanks for the follow. Esteban Ocon in 12th with 2 points. Alex Albon in 13th with 1 point. And then the rest of the field yet to score, including our drivers Daniel Ricciardo and Mick Schumacher. And based on finishes in the race, Mick Schumacher is dead last, but Daniel Ricciardo is at least beating Logan Sargent. Then constructors. So Red Bull extend their gap. I think it was only a few points before this, 2 or 4 points, something like that. But they've now got a little bit more of a margin across Ferrari, who move into second place, although they are on the same points as McLaren on 108. And Aston Martin up 1 to 4th. So they jump Mercedes a point ahead of them. Mercedes in 5th. RB, as I say, doing quite well so far. 11 points with them in 6th. Alpine in 7th. Williams in 8th. And Haas kick Sauber, and Team Lotus yet to score. Thanks, I'm from Finland. Oh, lovely. Well, enjoy whatever you're doing in Finland today. Or this evening, sorry. And right, let's get down to the real business of fastest lap. Did we get any points on this? No, we didn't even do that today. So our pit stops weren't even good in Suzuka either. So where are we in this? We've moved down 1, but again, we're not bottom. Haas are bottom. So we're at least off the foot of the table in that one. And there we have it then. So, we put 20th or higher with Danny Ricks. That's even worse. We don't get any cash, and we are needing cash very much in this series. But we do get it with Mick at least. And that is going to bring this one to a close. So thanks again for all the support across YouTube, Twitch and TikTok. Really is appreciated. As I say, if you've jumped in for the first time, we stream this on a Tuesday and Friday, 7:15 BST. So we'll be back Friday for the next one. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, do head over. It's in my bio in both Twitch and TikTok. And we have episodes of this series, so highlighted episodes every week as well, a couple of episodes each week, so you can go on there now. And the Melbourne episode, which is the last race, has just come out, so do go and check that out. And please, if you like the content, please do subscribe, follow and like the video, and we will be back on Friday.